Hey guys, welcome back to the layout. So today I've got another layout update for you. This is number 23. And as you can see, I finished the harbor wall. So I ended up building that second kit. And I'm really pleased with the way it came out. Nothing's glued yet. They're all just kind of propped up. And I really like how it turned out. I'm still not sure about the whole dock situation. I'll have to get furlough freight transfer built first and then kind of do some experimenting, but I'm really satisfied with the way this turned out. So I think that looks fantastic. Can't wait to put fake water in there. That's going to be really cool. The other big thing that I've done is I've replaced this turnout now. This turnout is from the lower reversing loop, and it's under the layout. There's only about 4 to 5 inches of clearance, and it has been giving me problems since it was put in, and I was rushed. I didn't take my time, and that's reflected in this turnout. And goes to show that you should always take your time and go through and test everything. But when I changed over last year, it's been about a year since I've had HO, so I'm a year in with this layout currently, which is so exciting. But I've been able to assess the layout, and this was the biggest issue that I had, and I had the spare turnout to replace it with, so I went ahead and did that. Now, I thought it was going to be a huge job because it's not accessible. You have, I go underneath the layout, but you have, not a lot of room, and it's controlled by a tortoise switch machine. So you have to line up the wire as well when you put it in and get the rail joiners in, and it's just a mess. But it went in really easily, actually, less than 10 minutes. I'm so happy. But I wanted to show you guys this turnout really quick because I find it really interesting. I think that we can all relate, and we all have a portion of our layout that we're just not confident in. Causes problems. You kind of hold your breath every time the train goes in or over it, whether it's derail or a decouple or a short or a bad turnout or something like that. Well, this was mine. So you can see I used rail joiners here as jumpers because I was in quite the hurry, and I thought, nobody will see it, and that's fine. Nobody will, I don't care. Once it's covered, it's covered. But it goes to show how much of a hurry and how careless I was. Now, the two big issues I had with this turnout is when I first put it in, I had a shorting issue, and I thought that the wheel flanges were connecting these two gaps, and I put some clear nail polish here, and man, I don't know what happened, if it was the nail polish or what, and I think it was because acetone. I've never cleaned this track down there. Just once with the CMX track cleaning car, but none of my other turnouts are like this. So I don't think that it's the acetone, because I've used acetone all year to clean my track by hand and with the track cleaning car now, and none of my other turnouts look like that. So I don't know if it was the nail polish or what, but it is just melted and chowdered. Like, it's going up the inside of the rail. Like, look at that. It still worked. The derails weren't caused by this, but I had no idea until I took it out. The real culprit for me was when I was taking out the spring for these Picos, and this is an SL96 Insel Frog, so they come with the springs to hold the point rails to the stock rails, right? So you got to take that out because it was tortoise thrown, and I don't know if it was cracked or I was just careless, but I broke the tie off here. And you think, oh, no big deal. Again, you're never going to see it. Who cares about that gap? Well, that's what I thought, until you realize that when you go back and forth, you get this big gap in the hinges. And in fact, you can bump this down over time to the point where the hinges come right off. And then you have derails. Even like this, you have derails. And every couple months, maybe every month, I'd use it, and you get a derail, and I just stick my hand in there, and you just tighten, you push the throw bar up, and it tightens the hinge, and everything's fine. Well, I've been doing that for a year, and I've had a spare turnout for 8 months, but I thought, it's going to be a pain once I put this top on. I thought, I'm never going to get the new one in, but like I mentioned, it went in with ease. So when I got my track cleaning car and it went over, it pulled I guess there's so much weight that it pulled these hinges out, and I went, oh man. So I messed with it and was able to get stuff in, but it actually pulled one of the hinges off. So let's see, I think I can just, oh yeah, there. So that hinges off, right? So I was able to put it back on, but I thought I'm gonna have to replace this. So that's what I did. And it's flawless. I've tried all the locomotives, the steam engine, everything, and everything works fantastic. So I'm really happy with that. But it goes to show that you got to take your time, you got to assess, and don't be afraid to replace and go back to square one, because that is the first track I laid on the layout. That's the very first turnout. So, I still don't know what caused the frog to melt there, but I'm just glad it's out. I'm going to throw this in the garbage probably. I might keep it just for sentimental value, but, but I just wanted to show off what I'd done, and how it didn't take forever. It took less than 10 minutes for an issue that's been bugging me for a year. So, guys, let me know what area of your layout is the least consistent and has the most issues. This was mine. That is fixed. On to the next one. Thank you guys for watching, and until next time, enjoy your bacon.